Woohoo! I've got mail. It's not actually dishwasher tablets, that's just the outer packaging. Here we go. It is, ta-dang, another old Japanese course. What do I mean, a second one? Well, I've already got an old 1950s Teach Yourself Japanese book. This is an old edition of the Routledge Colloquial Japanese that I've ordered over a second-hand book site. Let's see what it's like inside. The vendor did tell me that the box, the outer box, was a bit broken. Here we are inside. So there's the volume. It's actually an ex-library book here. And actually, I've already got the book. I bought it from another site about a week ago here. What I didn't have was the audio. Unlike this old Teach Yourself Japanese, this colloquial Japanese came with audio. And here is the cassette. That's what I was after. It looks to be intact. So yeah, the book is Colloquial Japanese by H.D.B. Clark and Motoko Hamamura, and it was originally published, we will see, in 1981. I'm picking up yet another Japanese course. I'm not following my own advice, which is always to have one main course and then maybe a secondary course for a second angle at things, supplementary course, but not to have too many materials so that you're paralysed. Yeah, I'm sort of in search for the perfect course, I guess. Or I felt that the materials I've been using so far haven't quite done it for me, so looking for the next thing. But also just because I love looking at different language tuition books. I'm very interested in language course design, how different authors have done it over the years. So let's look a bit more closely at this one. What you have are 20 chapters. It doesn't teach the Japanese writing system, so it's all in Ramanji or Latin letters, just like the old Japanese course actually, but it is more up to date than that in terms of the type of Japanese that it's using. It doesn't have words like gramophone or outdated words for some of the countries in, for example, unlike the old book. It also is very pattern based. Now that was true to an extent of the old Teach Yourself Japanese. One thing I like about this course, I've already had a bit of a look through, is that at the start of each unit you have the patterns, the grammar patterns, which are going to be introduced in the unit. And I like to think of grammar in terms of reusable patterns where you can change the vocabulary in and out. I think almost a language is a collection of maybe 250 frequently recurring patterns, and this book is sort of organised on that basis. It has short then conversations, a number of them at the beginning, back and forth, so 2 exchanges, one A, B, and there are 3 or 4 of those at the start of each unit. Then there's a bit of actually there are 7 or 8 of them at the start of each unit. There's more on the next page. And then you get some grammatical explanation, and then you get a vocab list, and then there are a range of exercises, including the back and forth translation, fill in the gaps, rearrange the sentences as well. Rather like this book just has back and forth translation, but there are answers at the back. One thing it doesn't have, and neither does the Teach Yourself actually, is a glossary English to Japanese, which can be useful, particularly when you're doing the translation into Japanese. It just goes at the back, the word list from Japanese into English. What it also has, as does the old Teach Yourself Japanese, is some quite extensive tables, classifiers, the number classifiers, and I think 1 or 2 summaries of verb forms, sort of grammar summary at the back too. So that's what we've got. I'm going to listen to the audio next, and I'm not quite sure whether I'm going to actually work through this book or just dip in and out of it out of curiosity. I've been working quite a lot actually on the back and forth translation exercises in this old book, and I couldn't find the old Linguaphone gramophone records, as this book would call them, which were produced back in the day for it. Whether now this book with the audio will take its place as one of my secondary courses, time will tell. I'll let you know in a subsequent Japanese update. Just thought I'd share this arrival with you. It's always exciting when a new language book arrives through the post. As always, thanks a lot for watching. If you haven't yet subscribed for the vibe, please do. Don't forget to throw me a thumbs up, tickle that notification bell, and see you soon. Bye!
Saあ早くなさい。明日の宿題がまだなの。